Hi, my name is Ed Coyne, and welcome to Dumb Questions, the video I make where that is right, you give me the questions. Now remember, these are your questions. I am not responsible for any of them. So if anybody finds this offensive, it's still my fault for broadcast. I mean, look, honestly, for fuck's sake, I was married for years, so I already know I'm to blame for everything. Okay, first question. Icy hot, what is it not good for? Off the top of my head, I'm thinking lube. I mean, I'm just saying, you don't want that little burning sensation when you're, trying to, you don't want to be, who's your dog? Or maybe you do. Maybe she's that good. I don't know. But if you do that, make that sound, it's not icy hot, in less than 10 seconds, please do see your doctor. Because either you premature ejaculated, or B, you have a serious fucking STD, okay? And if I'm gonna guess, I'm guessing it's from the chick that you picked up at the bar at 4 fucking a.m. So get yourself checked out, will ya? Okay, next question. What's the funniest thing a stripper ever said to you? Well, I don't know if this is the funniest, but this is probably the only one I can publicly admit. When I was in my late teens and early 20s, I used to frequent a lot of strip bars. What can I say? I was still living with my mother, and my VCR was broken, so no porn. But yeah, no, me and about 3 of my friends went to this one strip bar. It's, I think the place was called Nichols. And, we're flirting with this one stripper. We're talking to her. We're actually making jokes as she's stripping. And, of course, we're like, giving out the dollar bills, giving out the dollar bills. And, she comes off, we start talking, all of us, we were actually just joking around, laughing our asses off. She has to go back to the stage. Okay, so we had already spent the $17 for the smallest non-alcoholic drink for her, which is how it works at strip bars. So she's stripping again, and, it's only a topless place, so she's got that little G-string, she starts pulling it, and, of course, we're all like, ooh, and she responds to us, guys! I thought you were here having intellectual conversations with me. I was starting to feel like you were my friends, and now I realize you just want to fuck me. We're all like looking at each other like, okay, we're laughing, we're just turning another couple bucks. The woman stops dancing and starts yelling at us for treating her like a piece of meat. As our dollar bills are on the stage, it was actually pretty funny because one of my friends, Randy, starts crawling on the stage taking the dollar bills back. So yeah, that was the last time we were ever at that strip bar. Alright, let's see. Next question. Most annoying thing your dad ever did? Oh god, there were so many there. There were so fucking many. I mean, we already talked about the Thanksgiving conversation where he bragged about masturbating on money. We talked about him, listening to his 8-year-old son and me falling off a mountain. But I think one of the most annoying things was in his final days, he'd had a heart attack, and they were about to take him in for an operation. So, they wheel him out on the hospital bed with wheels or gurney or whatever it's called, and they put him right next to this older woman, and he starts trying to pick her up. And I'm just watching this shit. I'm like, dude, you literally might be dead in a half hour. And he's like, yeah, so they're going to take me in for this operation. They're putting new valves in. Would you like to guess where? And I'm like, oh my lord. And she's into it. She's flirting back too. She's like, yeah, I've been sick. It's really hard to find a boyfriend. She's complaining because she can't get laid. And he's like, well, I'm not sure if it's going to work or not. But you know what I know will work eternally. Let's just say I practiced on stamps. And I'm like, wait, what? Oh, God, Dad! So now they're trying to take my dad, literally, or trying to pull him away to put him under to operate on his heart, where there's a 50-50 shot he's not going to live. My father grabs her gurney and go, wait, what hospital room are you in? What number do I call? I'm like, Dad, for God fucking sakes. Look, there's a 50% chance, I even said this, so I'm like, Dad, there's going to be a 50% chance if she tries to fuck you, she's going to be fucking a corpse. And he's grabbing a girl. She might be into that! would like to say my father acting like this was because he was elderly and senile. I would like to say that. I can't honestly say that. He was senile. But it was not because he was elderly. He was fucking insane. Once again, when I talk about my father being insane, I am not saying that, oh, my father is fucking insane. I mean, we, the jury, have decided. All right, next question. Did parents really let their kids stay out non-stop outside? Rather, did parents really let their kids stay outside non-stop in the 80s? Yeah, they did. Well, most parents. My parents actually loved me and wouldn't let me stay out that late. They had to know where I was. But yeah, no, I mean, and it's funny because, like, you know, you keep seeing these memes on Facebook, you know, about, you know, we knew when to come home because the sun was going down, the street lights would come on, and our parents would let us do this, and everybody, like, lived in the 70s and 80s with talk about, you know, my parents would let us stay out till dark. Okay, and everybody always says it was a safer time. No, it fucking wasn't. You need to remember, okay, 1979, 1980, kid gets kidnapped called Adam. Okay? And they make a TV movie about it. It's on like 3 times a week in the 80s, telling parents, don't do this shit. Don't do this shit. And what do? The parents are watching it first, going, hey, maybe that's a bad idea. Wait. Adam's father got a TV show out of it. And it's not even bullshitting you. John Walsh from Unsolved Mysteries. His major original claim to fame was that he let his kid go outside for way too long. Somebody grabbed his kid, brutally murdered him. Let's call it murdered, just for Facebook. I don't know. Murdered the kid. And then years later, got an acting job for like 10 years. Okay, now you know what this told our parents? Our parents watched that and they're like, oh my God, that's horrible, that's horrible. Wait. I can get my own TV show out of this? You know, I'm actually my late 20s, early 30s. I can make more kids. I'm not sure if I can make another TV show. Fuck it. Honey, get rid of the condoms. We're having fun tonight. Okay, last question. As always, I never know if this was a really bad idea, a really funny show, or just my insane venting. And I think we can all agree it's my insane venting. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, this video is brought to you by Prozac. Don't be like me. Take Prozac. Okay, last question. Why are New Yorkers so rude? Why are New Yorkers so rude? Really? Really? Look, if you've ever been to New York, you know, in all reality, New Yorkers are the nicest, most helpful people in the world. Okay? And we're nice. We're friendly. And then it's like the werewolf, you know? The moon comes out, the werewolf transforms. New Yorkers are like that in one way. We don't have a full moon. We have Taurus. Okay? Let me explain something. Okay? Look. Put yourself in New Yorker's position. Okay? Alright, cool. So basically, you get up for work, you grab a cup of coffee, you know right from the get-go you have to spend $3 for a train that may or may not be functioning, that you're going to have to basically fight some homeless guy that just beat off on all the seats just to sit down. Okay, then if you're able to sit down, you know there's going to be some fucking asshole who's going to be coming through the subway, screaming at everybody, New Jersey, I'm looking for you, usually trying to start a fucking fight, drunk. And this is usually what happens between 6 and 7 a.m. Okay, fine. You finally get the seat, you wind up wiping the homeless guy's cum off your fucking ass from sitting down in it. Another homeless guy is walking to the train, begging through money, and decides, I need to take a leak. Great. So now your shoes are pissed off. All right? And the guy's getting pissed off at you that you're not getting money. And you know what? You're okay. You're okay. You might have spent $3 for the show, and you got to do the same thing on the way back. Oh, you got to do the same thing on the way back. But you know what? It's okay. You can fall asleep. And then tourist season comes, and the tourists flood it. So now, instead of the homeless guy that you have to fight with to get a seat that's jacking off over the seat, he's jacking off with the tourists. And basically he's terrifying the tourists. So now all the tourists are standing in front of the fucking doors so you can't fucking get in. So the first thing you gotta do is you gotta fight through the floors. Then you gotta fight through the guy that's actually sitting in the seat. Then you gotta deal with the guy that's gonna come out, piss at you. The guy who's gonna start the fight as tourists are going all the way, filming the fucking shit. And basically then, of course, when things calm down, how do I get to 59th Street? There's a map right over there. There's a map on the subway with the stops. There's another map right that way with which trains go to which stations. Fine. All right. So you get out of the subway, you gotta walk to work, okay? First thing you gotta do is you gotta go get like some breakfast, okay? You hit one of the coffee trucks, but no! You know why? Because all the fucking tourists want the fucking coffee from the coffee trucks. Because it's part of the New York experience, right? So what do? They line up. So the thing that usually takes you about 2 minutes, tops, to get a fucking coffee is now gonna take you 35 minutes. Okay, fine. So you get your coffee, 35 minutes, you got 5 minutes to get to work. And you are stopped in the middle of the street. Why are you stopped? Because there's a tourist who wants you to know how to get to someplace. Doesn't matter where. And every single fucking time, they are holding their phone and they are showing you the address. And instead of Googling that shit and basically just following the fucking directions, they are going to stop you. And it's not just one tourist. It's not just two tourists. It's usually like 9 or 10 tourists. Finally, you get to work. You're about to go upstairs. Can you go upstairs? No, because there's a shitload of fucking tourists taking pictures of the fucking building, blocking the fucking entrances. You finally get upstairs. You sit down. You're exhausted. And you realize it's 8:30 in the morning. Your day hasn't even started yet. You have to do all the same shit on the way back home. And when you go to lunch, the place that usually you're in and out like this because it's tourist season, it's going to take you at least 45 minutes to an hour on your 20-minute lunch break. So excuse me if us New Yorkers seem a little weird when we say, get the fuck out of our way! Because after all this shit, honestly, if you're not totally ready to grab a fucking shotgun and just basically pray that some fucking cab runs over a fucking tourist, you're not a real New Yorker. And remember, this message was brought to you by the New York Board of Tourism. The New York Board of Tourism. Fuck off! Alright, guys. That was dumb questions. If anybody else has any questions, sorry for my voice. I'm sure the screaming I did really helped that, right? Ooh, 12 minutes, 30 seconds. And I thought this was going to be like 8-minute stops today. All right, if you guys have any other questions, please do message me or, post it on Facebook. Post it on Facebook, post it on YouTube. Once again, just to remind everybody, we're on, let's try this again. Just to remind everybody, we're on Brooklyn Open, House of Comedy. We're also on YouTube as just the Brooklyn Open. And I am going to be starting a radio show starting in December at C1C Radio. There's going to be more information with that to come. And with that, have a good night, everybody. And I hope everybody enjoyed the jokes. And remember, if you're a tourist, it's okay. You can come to New York. Just remember. Fuck off! Get the fuck out of my way!